Hi, everyone. I'm Christopher Thornycroft with Redwood Logistics, and welcome to the Redwood Rundown for the week of June 23rd, 2025. The last full week before the end of the quarter. End of the quarter on Monday, and guess what? It's Wednesday right now. We're recording this on Wednesday. I wanted to record this last night on Tuesday because I felt like, man, really seemed like there was a little bit of a change out there. And all of our little teams messages, hey guys, feels like it's changing. Feels like it's changing. But you know what? The last few Tuesdays, it's gotten tighter and tighter on Tuesdays. And we're just chalking that up to capacity relocation, right? The trucks aren't in the place that they're supposed to be. We talk about that all the time. Except for it happened again today, and it's getting tighter specifically out of South Central. It's getting tighter specifically out of the Southeast. This is your traditional end of Q2 market that we're feeling right now. It hasn't felt like it was going to come here. It felt like it was going to be very much of a dud of an end of Q2 market. And in a lot of ways, it's probably still going to be a dud, but it's starting to get to be the point where we can't find those trucks. We can't buy those trucks coming out of Georgia. We can't buy that reefer equipment that's coming out of that market. Our loads from Missouri over to the East Coast, starting to get tighter, starting to get rougher. So here we are. It's that lead up to July 4th. It's that end of the quarter. Again, what happens as we're getting closer and closer to July 4th holiday is that Intermodal is getting less and less able to service things. So more freight going over the road. We're seeing volume finally starting to rise. Volume's risen about 4% from the mid-month point. We've said this whole time that the lack of volume is really masking the capacity drop-off that's out there. And there's been a big capacity drop-off. So anytime you see that volume go up at all of a sudden there's not the capacity to cover freight. Guess what? There is that volume that's coming in now. Why? Because the imports have been coming on in. Those are active into California. You've got more carriers relocating their capacity over that way, etc. It's draining capacity from the rest of the market. All of these things, all of the fact that there's just more freight hitting that over the road, and all of a sudden that capacity, that underlying capacity that has been depleted, that becomes our reality. So yes, you will see prices rise. Boom, they are going to go up. This is the spike that happens. Okay, so we're expecting to see prices rise from now really through, let's call it at least that Thursday after the July 4th week. So I think that gets us to the 9th. It's about Thursday and 9th. I would say by about that time, we'd expect to see pricing rise, or at least be at an elevated state, and then probably come on down, depending on what happens. It could be a little bit more, but if we're looking at, we're like, hey, next 2 weeks, it's going to be a little bit different out there. That's what we've got for this week. Keep it short, keep it sweet, keep it informative. We'll get some Wimbledon picks out there soon. We'll talk about Caleb. We'll get all those things. Take care, everybody.